Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Levis. Dump off caught by his back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Levis here on 1st down. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Levis. Catch is made. It's Dalen Hyatt. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from the 41. Running back sent in motion.
Diamond.
Levis now on 1st down. Complete to Hyatt. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
29 down, 22 reader. 22 window. Down, 29 reader.
Levis throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Diamond.
They'll try and punch it in. Hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Gay with the point after. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, let's go. Hey.
Stroud in the air to start us off. Hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set third down. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second and 3 now. Now a give running right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Hey, south.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got to gain a 6 there. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Second and 4. To the outside, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And the Titans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Mayday. Short.
Throwing now on first down, Levis. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying again following the sack. Okonkwo brings it in. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Christian Harris on the stop. One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Throwing from near his own goal line. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, Levis. Completed to Collins. To the house for Tennessee, touchdown! The Titans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one does not go far. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun now for Stroud. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jacorian Bennett has it. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
22 Linda, 22 Linda. Yeah, down. Made it. Short. What?
Levis from the shotgun. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Like 54. 40 Rita.
Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Handoff on second and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They give it to him again. Will take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 20-zip lead. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
All right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Another try following the sack. He fires one deep down the right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Levis. Collins there to grab it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Like zero. Hold on, 0-0. And 24 Linda, second and 18 Green. Hand up.
A give now from the gun. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Christian Harris on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. It's the Titans who have it 2nd and 9. Levis to the air now. Hyatt with the grab. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
They kick the running back in motion. Levis throwing again on second down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54. Tracy. Dad. Army. Dad.
Running it now out of the gun. Gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10.
On the quick, right?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Look the high, look the high.
Here's second and 2. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Greg Newsome has it. And he takes this one back for the pick six. All right, Brock, I try never to ask this, but I just feel like in this situation, do we even need to play a second half today? What do you think?
Kate, you should never have asked us. Because if Frank Reich and those Buffalo Bills had that thought, they would have never come back against those Oilers in the playoff game.
Really good point. That one right down the middle. And the Titans continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
2J. Here we go.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, hey.
Here's a give up the middle. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To the air, Stroud. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he takes this out after crossing the 45.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Ow, the foot.
Right up the gut. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 5 yards. It's 4th down and less than yards.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Diamond. Out on.
Levis here on 1st down. Finding Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All on the 45, 1st and 10.
Hey, 24 Linda. 24 Rita. 49's down. 22 Rita.
Shotgun now for Levis. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Here we go.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Down, 49 Rita.
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans push their lead further to start the half. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Blown back gets the handoff. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Hey, south.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards.
He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
He's on the move. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away. Goal to go, and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He can shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on 1st, 2nd, or even 3rd and goal.
Like 54. 22 Linda. Nice down, 29 Rita.
First tone of the game for James Cook. Has good room at the 35. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Titans football, and this could be over quick. This lead huge entering the 4th. From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive.
Mo. What are you reading?
On first down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Now we're on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Hey, Mayday. Sword! Tracy!
Throwing his Levis on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Texans football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
All right.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Stroud. Looking right, and he finds him. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
All right.
3rd and long for him here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Right 13, right 13. Army. What?
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Hey, like 13.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
22, Rita. Right.
Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Titans approaching win number 7 on the year. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Like 13, like Diamond. Out.
From the gun, Levis. Collins there to grab it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Here comes the Titans punting unit. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. He takes it at the 4. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Texans' drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time.